or schedule appointment.
What about your anti-goodwill?
I don't mind giving goodwill. It's just that those CEO of that company makes millions of dollars.
I know.
I'd rather give it to the church.
I agree. Well, you could ship them to me here in Arizona, then I could take them in for you.
Part of the reason I'm getting rid of them is because they don't, some of them won't fit. My feet have swollen up too much these days.
What size are they?
12 and 13, but it's the width, right? Probably
Oh, because you've got fat feet.
fat feet, yeah.
Wide feet.
Wide feet.
You've always had wide feet though, right?
Yeah, it's always been having trouble finding shoes wide enough to fit me. It's got a little worse. It's gotten a little worse as I get older.
Yeah. It's interesting how that happens. Feet start to get a little wider and bigger.
Everything gets bigger. Belly too.
Yeah.
Well, if you exercise,
That's my exercise. He's doing that because I keep after not doing any exercises.
I know.
She should get up at least once an hour and walk around the house for 5 minutes.
I think that's a good idea, Mom.
I can't. I have to have my walker everywhere.
It's still you're walking with the walker.
I know, but I don't like it when I fall.
You're not gonna fall. The walker.
You tell him how many times I fell?
He knows.
Fire department.
Are you falling when you use your walker though?
Then I was in the bathroom. I don't. Well, I
2
have
times in the
walker.
bathroom and once beside the bed.
What if Dad walked with you?
This?
What if you walked with her? What?
You recording all this?
Of course we're recording all this for posterity's sake.
Well, Mom will love to hear that.
Mom's cool with it. What if Dad
I
walked
need to-
with you with the walker?
Well, I walk with the walker.
I don't think it wouldn't work on me trying to hold. She's got to hang onto the walker, not on me. I can't lift her up and catch her.
Right, I know. Well, Mom, maybe you could practice with the walker. Maybe when Becky and Jenny are over there tomorrow.
I walk all the time up to go to the bathroom and stuff.
That's good. Go to the bathroom every hour at least. That gives you an opportunity to walk.
Probably more.
I know I do. I'm always up in the middle of the night too.
Well, you're always that way,
Yeah.
been that way.
Because I got Mom's bladder. I did.
I remember taking you to BYU and we'd have to stop in the road. You'd point your finger up in the air, look at the air when you were going by.
So people didn't think I was taking care of business on the side of the road.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what questions were on.
I don't know. You're keeping track of them, not me.
I think, oh wait, I see. We talked about grade school, we talked about high school, we talked about what school is like. We talked about your favorite subject.
All
right. I think we were on question.
Yes, I think favorite foods and some of that too.
Yeah, we did. So I think I think we were on question 30. What was your least favorite subject in school?
You asked that before too.
Oh, we did. Who? Oh, I don't think we asked who was your favorite teacher and why.
I don't even remember my teacher's name, so I can't answer that.
Yeah. Well, do you have a, Mom, go ahead.
I had one teacher in high school, and if we could beat her at volleyball or something, I can't remember what it was, then we'd get an A.
Really?
No one could beat her.
That's interesting. What subject did she teach? Do you remember?
It was Jim.
Probably had to be Jim. with the
Oh,
volleyball.
I guess that makes sense. So that's,
I think I told you last time, the only teacher I remember is the Spanish teacher that got on my case because I couldn't roll the R's. Remember I told you that?
oh, that's right. Was she Spanish?
He was from Spain. He wanted real
Oh.
Spanish.
Oh, he. But
He,
she,
wanted real Spanish.
That's
They
right.
roll that R's,
Uh-huh.
I never took a language.
but I don't remember any of their names. I remember the guy that I had a nice instructor in wood shop.
Oh, yeah.
I
He
took
was
a number of
pretty
shops. In metal shop, wood shop, electric shop.
but not sewing and cooking like mom had to take.
No, I didn't do.
But mom,
Don't
your
do
gym
that.
what's that?
So they don't have cooking and stuff anymore.
I know.
Kitchen.
You probably couldn't have beat your teacher at volleyball anyways, mom, because you were so short.
Oh, I don't know how
You're not that short.
wasn't that short.
How short were you?
Short. In fact, she said
Oh.
today she's shrunk 4 inches. 5'2". 5'2".
I always
And
wanted to be 5'2" with eyes of blue.
he's 5'2". 5'2" with eyes of hazel.
Yeah,
What?
Hazel.
No, but your eyes are hazel, mom.
Oh, whatever.
Wait, how tall were you then?
Back then,
5'6", I think.
the
Oh,
highest I've been is 5'6".
Six.
really? I thought you were shorter than that for some reason.
No, now I am.
Yeah, you are shorter than 5'6". Okay, well, what about how did your fellow classmates from school remember you best?
Remember me back.
Best. What were you known for?
What do they remember you best?
Best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you were super funny, or you were super beautiful, or you were a class clown. How did they know you?
I don't know. we didn't fool around in school.
But if someone, when you were in high school, if they were to describe you, like, oh, she's the one that always makes fun of the teacher, or she's the one that really is good at sewing. I don't know.
The one dating that really good looking guy.
Oh yeah, Kenny. What
I
about
like
you,
it too.
Dad?
Well, Bernice's mom had a girlfriend named Carol File, and she used to have to study and study and study. And I would hardly ever study in school and get A's and B's, and Carol would always be mad at me because she had to study so much, and I was always getting better grades. And
You were one of those.
never having to study. So
That's not fair.
She lived 2 doors away. But
Yeah. So that's what you're.
too long ago that she didn't live there for a long time, and then she moved there. But her mother and dad didn't want her, and so her mother had her all the time. But then she came and moved back to her house.
This was your friend Carol?
Carol File.
it was on Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Norton then. Yeah.
Why did they not want her? Her parents not want her?
I don't know. They just didn't want her.
That's rude.
I know. I didn't know that till a long time ago.
Were you guys pretty close friends?
Yes, but she used to make me so mad. We'd be singing or something like that, and she's way off tune, and I'd say something, and she'd get mad. And I don't know, it's true.
The other thing I was known as was a good welder.
Good welder. Cool.
we put these chrome tips on the back of our tail pipes in the car, so I would weld them on the cars for the guys.
Really?
Blow
Yeah.
the car up.
Hmm?
Blow the car
I
up.
never blew the car up.
Jill's son is gonna do welding next year as part of his like we call it EVIT. It's like, so he goes, you know, like what Becky did for beauty school. She did part of her schooling at the high school, and then she went to that other location to do beauty school. He's gonna do that. He's gonna do welding as part of his schooling next year. So maybe he can weld chrome tips on the back of our cars.
I think I told you about wood shop though, where I dug the lathe into, I mean, the tool in too deep and it slammed me up in the eye.
Ooh, no, he didn't tell me about that.
You know, I was carving a bowl out, making a wooden bowl on the lathe.
Uh-huh.
And I took too deep a cut, I guess it was, and ripped a tool out of my hand and slammed it against the backstop where you had the tool stored.
Yeah.
And it bounced back and hit me right underneath the eye, about a half inch.
Yikes.
If it had been about a half inch higher, would put my eye out.
Yeah. You haven't.
Where our teacher was really upset that
Oh, I bet.
I'd get, like, I don't know if you can see a scar there yet or not.
Can you, Mom? Check out Dad's face. Does he have a scar under his left eye?
I can't see anything.
I don't think it healed. It was very small, probably about 3/8 of an inch wide.
I never noticed a scar on your face.
Yeah.
I was doing ceramics, and to get it prepared, you have to cut it through this wire and slap it together and keep doing that like that to get it all mixed up.
Yeah.
Slapped it and then hit me right smack in the face. Hung it to clay. Yeah.
That's funny. I did ceramics my junior or senior year at Bella Vista, I think.
Got that one out back yet with the face with the tongue hanging out.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's out on the patio.
That's right. Oh, the next question is, did you get good grades? Well, we know that you got A's and B's without even trying, Dad.
Right.
But how about you, Mom? Did you get good grades in school?
D's and D's.
Really? No, you didn't.
I don't know how, this is not high grades,
Hmm.
unless it was something I really liked and was good in.
What were
got-
subjects were you good in?
Well, they did, had sewing like that. I like cooking.
Cool. I
And,
do remember your home cooking. Yummy, yummy.
I guess they call those classes home economics.
Oh, economics.
Yeah, they might still teach home ec.
No, they don't.
Oh, well, because women are no longer,
Slaves.
slaves. That's women are no longer stuck at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What did you wear to school? Describe it.
Fifty stuff. So
The girls had those big skirts, which you hang it, hold it down and hold it up and tighten it, let it dry, so it would come out stiff or
what do they
something.
call them? Poodle skirts or something.
No, poodle skirts is the one that had the signs and stuff on the
Yeah.
skirt.
Why would you do that with your skirt? Push it down when it was wet.
Because then it would dry and it'd be straight down like that.
And that's how you like to wear it?
Yeah, that's what they wore it then. I forget what they called it.
Is that what you wore though?
I did.
What kind of shirt would you wear then with the skirt?
Blouse.
A blouse? A flowery blouse?
No, usually a white one.
Yeah. How about shoes?
Shoes, we wore the white bucks.
What were they? White what?
Call them white bucks.
White
used to-
bucks.
Yeah,
Hmm.
white ones. And
Interesting. Did you have long or short hair?
I had long hair.
Yeah, it was long.
Oh, I did do a poodle cut.
A
one
poodle cut
time. Yeah, real short.
with like, you made it curly?
Yeah.
What color was your hair?
Brown,
Dark brown.
dark brown.
Dark brown, really? Huh,
Almost black, actually.
wow. So I guess I got my hair from you, Dad. So
Yeah.
mine's pretty light. What
Look at
about you,
mine.
Dad? Yeah, yours is light now, Mom.
Yeah. Well,
Ran out of ink.
Donna tried to bleach my hair. We bleached it blonde.
Re-
Dad had a fit.
Really? You didn't like it, Dad?
He didn't like me doing that.
Wait, your dad had a fit?
Yeah,
Oh,
I bleached my hair
how old were you?
when I was a teenager.
Did you see her hair like that, Dad?
I don't recall.
Hmm.
I don't think so. Must have been before we were dating.
Don't you
Yeah.
remember I got that white car? Mentioned something, my hair in the car. White.
I don't recall.
Hmm. What did you wear, Dad? Jeans and a t-shirt with cigarettes rolled up in the sleeve?
Levi's that we wouldn't wash.
Yeah,
Did I tell you that before?
yeah. And then what shirt would you wear?
Just a t-shirt, pullover shirt, and we wore black suede, I mean, a leather suede jacket.
A leather suede jacket, nice. What about your shoes?
Mom bought me the jacket.
Cool. Did you have
There
a
is-
job in high school, Mom?
What
Did you have a job in high school?
job?
Yeah.
Job,
Bread bin.
Oh, I was in high school.
yeah.
Bread bin.
I worked at the bread bin in Hollywood Farmers Market.
And in high school you did?
Yeah.
That's cool. Is that how you earned the money to buy Dad his black suede jacket?
No, I think I had that before that. I'd babysit.
Well, that's nice of you to buy a jacket for Dad.
Yeah.
with your
Dad
money.
my dad wanted me to go to work there because he had a lady there that used to make the crepe Suzettes, the farmers market. They have like little places you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped get me a job, told me how to find it, who to go to.
Huh. That's cool.
So when
Great.
I worked at the bread bin, and we got all kind of movie stars come in all the time.
That was in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real close to CBS Studios.
Oh, that's fun. Did
yeah.
you bake the bread or did you just sell it?
They had a place that they baked all the bread and then delivered it there.
Oh, yeah.
Met a lot of movies. Was it Elsa Lanchester?
Frank
Doris
Sinatra?
Day. Huh?
Frank Sinatra?
No.
Doris Day, though, I
Doris
remember
Day
she
came
told me
in.
she saw Doris Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm talking there.
That's fun.
Oh, that actor that was in that movie, I can't remember his.
Humphrey Bogart?
No,
I don't know.
one
So-
guy says to me, he says, "You look like a Colleen."
A Colleen?
Yeah, Irish or Swedish or whatever.
Interesting. That's funny. What did you have to wear to the bread bin?
We had white uniforms with apron.
Yeah.
We had to slice the bread. One time I got my thumb in the way.
Ouch.
So you push the whole bread through the slicer, right?
Pushed the bread through the slicer.
And slice it.
Really? Interesting.
Some woman came in to get bagels. And so I gave her the bagels and she said, "Where do I find the locks?" And I says, "Well, it's over by that door over on the side of the building."
There was a locksmith instead of a
Locksmith.
lock. You know what lox is?
No.
Kind of a fish that they would eat with bagels.
Oh,
I think it's a Jewish type of thing.
huh.
So
So you directed her to, what?
The lady was wanting the fish type locks, and mom sent her to the locksmith instead.
I didn't know anything about
Funny.
back. And
She didn't come back.
no,
She's probably like, that girl doesn't know what she's doing.
yeah. It was Claire and Joe. It was a couple.
The owners, yeah.
Huh?
The ones that owned it, yeah.
Yeah,
They moved
Huh.
down to Tucson, Arizona.
yeah. They had two boys that both worked in there.
Huh.
And one pesky guy that used to grab me all the time when we were working.
Grabbing her behind.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Did you slap him?
I'd kick him back.
Jeez, that's sexual harassment.
I know.
Back in those days, they didn't call it that though.
Yeah. Where's that guy now? I'll give him a piece of my mind and more. Did you find out about that, Dad? It was when you were dating Mom?
No, she told me not too long ago about it.
Jeez.
One son I had gone out with, the older boy, he died. I came back into Bread Bin to see him one time when we were in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she told me he died.
Wow, that's sad.
It was sad.
Wasn't he the one that owned the fancy car that got spalled with his dams?
Huh?
Wasn't that the one that got the fancy car washed up at Baldwin Hills Dam broke?
I don't know if he had a fancy car. I don't remember the car, but
I think it was. Helen, your next question, I guess.
Well, I was going to ask something in the follow-up for Mom, and I forgot what it was. Oh, how long did you work at the Bread Bin?
let's see. I worked for a year and then I couldn't take it anymore. Because the boss was, if you didn't know what every price of it and everything and didn't get going good, he'd
Yeah.
yell at you.
Boss was too bossy.
So I just working there and went to work at an ice cream place there in the farmer's market. His daughter, was my boss's, I think that wasn't a daughter, a granddaughter. They had a butcher shop in there. It was called I can't think of the name of it, but it was a family fair. They
Oh,
had Bread Bin and they had the one.
in a butcher shop. Where was this farm? So this was a farmer's market in Hollywood?
Yes, on Fairfax and
Third.
3rd Street.
Oh, Fairfax and 30th Street?
Third.
3rd
Third.
Street. Oh, Fairfax and 3rd Street. Huh.
You'd go down to the end of the farmer's market and go to the right, walk down that way for a while. That's where the CBS studio was that was off of Fairfax.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Were you
Still
like
there.
16 when you started working?
14.
14. Oh, I guess back then you could work when you were that young. Nowadays, they don't
Yeah.
let you start
My
that.
My
Right.
first job, I worked at JJ Newberry across the street from us.
JJ
Lied
Newberry?
about my age. Yeah,
Cool.
like
Like a Penny's, I guess, right?
no, not
Oh, like a
Penny's.
department store?
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We-
told him I was 14.
You told them you were 14,
He hired me. He didn't
but you
say-
weren't 14?
No, he probably should have been 16, but I don't know. Maybe I lied about him and said I was 16.
Wait, was this before or after the bread bin? I missed that.
That was probably before.
You worked at JJ Newberry's.
Also worked at other store.
Maybe that's why you got C's in school, because you were working all the time instead of doing your homework.
She was dating me. It's,
The
Well,
other, I counted all the jobs I had since I was 14, and I had 22.
wow, that's a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Your first one being JJ Newberry's.
Yeah.
That you lied about
Kenny
your age.
worked at Sears. I worked there. I was pregnant when I was working at Sears
With who?
in Riverside.
Dennis.
Oh, with Dennis.
Was it Dennis?
Yeah, he was born in Riverside, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know Dennis was born in Riverside.
Yeah. He's born in Riverside, and then the rest of you, except for Brian, were born in Inglewood, California.
But you lived in Torrance at the time, right?
We lived in Redondo Beach and Torrance.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask one more question because we're coming up on 40 minutes and I don't want to get you guys too worn out from there's something called Zoom fatigue.
Another hour tonight.
I know. Let's see. Oh, what school activities and sports did you participate in?
Where's his boy chasing?
I don't know. We played volleyball.
Yeah?
We didn't play that much.
I was in the band.
Oh, really?
I played the trumpet in the marching band for football games.
Really?
Had
All
a
through high
Letterman
school?
sweater with a like green and white Letterman sweater with a big D on it.
Do you still have it?
I put all that stuff, packed it all the way along my tools and everything to a chest when I went into the Air Force. When I came back, Uncle Robert had got into it and got rid of all of it.
What? Why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he
That's not,
sold us. Well, I don't know, but it
that's
made me
not
some.
cool.
That's him.
I'd love to have had that Letterman sweater yet today, but
Right? That would have been awesome. Robert.
I wouldn't have been able to get in. You know, I was 140, 150 pounds back then.
It still would have been cool to have. Well, did you play in the marching band up through your senior year?
No, my senior year. I went into the Air Force. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think I only played through my freshman part of my junior year.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. You have pictures of you in the band marching across the field?
I don't think we do. We have me after I dropped out of the band. We have pictures of us in the stadium sitting in a football game watching it.
Oh yeah. Cool. And Mom, you played volleyball, but did you play for the school or did you just play for fun with your friends?
Just in class,
Oh, PE.
volleyball. Yeah, what else we did? Like our teacher says, if you could beat her at, I think it was tennis or something, we'd get an A. No one could beat her.
Tennis is a fun sport.
In fact, my dad knew her, and I think she was the one that told me about our farmer's market. Get
Oh,
a
really?
job. We're doing 4 time.
Your teacher told you about that job?
Yeah. No, Dad. My dad. This woman worked there. But that teacher was, she was really good at, I think she's the one that taught at school. I remember. Taught dancing.
That's cool. All right, well, should we let you guys go?
Okay, love you.
Love you too. So we got through 4 questions. 2, 3, 5 questions. There's like, I was looking at this, there's 150 questions.
I'll be dead before you get through.
I hope not. All right, well, I love you guys.
Mom's hands are looking bad.
What's going on with Mom's hands?
They look like old witches' hands. They're all bony looking, no flesh on them.
Red.
Hold them up, Mom. They don't look like old witches' hands. Your nails are really long.
Yeah, but there's no flesh there, Jeff. It's all bone.
Oh, see?
Yeah, top of bones.
You should paint
Oh,
Mom's
your
nails,
hands are
Dad.
I'm worried about her. I'll tell you that. I wish she'd take better care of her health.
Honey, you can't, nothing you can do about this.
You can eat properly. He wants cottage cheese and tomato tonight for dinner.
That sounds good. It's good
That's awesome.
protein.
Well, she has, though.
Yeah,
She has 3 scrambled eggs and a piece of toast this morning, and then she'll have cottage cheese and a tomato tonight.
that's good. Eggs, good protein, toast, got some
If I'm
grain.
not doing,
I
if I'm
cooked
not
her
doing,
last night a baked potato, a salad, and chicken thigh off of Costco rotisserie chicken.
Yeah,
Took 2 bites of the chicken thigh. Ate about a quarter to half of the potato and the salad. She did eat all the salad.
you know, if you don't do a lot of work, you don't get an appetite.
that makes sense. And the fact that she's eating is all.
I'd rather see her do the work and have a big appetite.
But I don't want to be fat.
Well,
I'm already.
You don't have to worry about being fat, Mom. Silly. I get it. Well,
yeah.
just
All right,
keep
well, love you.
eating what tastes good. Eat what
Have a
tastes
good
good.
trip.
Have a good trip. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Okay.
Where you